everybody, and welcome back to Arcangulus Gaming. And Arcangulus here, bringing you some more Space Engineers and the Hoodwinked scenario. Alright guys, since last time we were here, we've managed to get the greenhouse sort of operational. Trying to get the ice together to be able to run the greenhouse properly. In the process of all of that, and using my new helo, I've managed to find what I believe is the oasis. So I'm going to have a look at that in a minute. Just got to make sure I finish off a drilling operation. I had to go and take shelter. Bloody hell, that's loud. From a sandstorm just now. So well, looks like that's got all of the silver out of there. So set the velocity to 1 so that I can stop the drilling operation and pull that arm out. Getting quite a lot of resources out of this as well, which is great. There we go. Lock that in place. And then... oh, wrong way. Yeah, just break the scenery up a little bit more. Why not? So, whilst I'm doing all of this, if you guys are new to the channel, do remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, and leave us that nice comment below. If you're a returning fan, then just do remember to hit that like button and leave us that nice comment below. Alright, just get this into place. You may also notice a couple of bits and pieces that I've added onto this rig, just really more for artistic purposes. I've added in this banister system because I kept on dropping down there just from rushing, so I thought, okay, I need to do something about that. And yeah, this is sort of the best I could come up with at the time, because there's not really any way of creating banisters that I could find that I liked, so I thought I'd do something different. Okay, get that all in place, get that up, and then I can leave this out here in the open to do its thing. Okay, also I've finished off with our Cobra Chinook combo, and honestly it came out really, really well. Just get up to it. It's a bit of a walk. There we go. I always have problems getting around this side, but yeah, as you can see, it's a bit more like a baby Chinook. Still takes on that Cobra vibe as well. I've got some guns in there. I know it's the animated Gatling gun isn't exactly in the right place, because as you can see, it goes straight through the propellers. But you know, I needed something as a point defense system, because apparently you can actually have drones and things like that, like pirate drones, spawn in random locations, and next thing I knew, I was under attack. So let's take this out for a spin. There we go. So first of all, I'm going to go and pick up that unknown signal. Been doing that. Managed to find some grain and some more vegetables, because unfortunately the fruits and vegetables that I planted, they all dried up because of lack of water, so we really do need a major water supply. But that's going to come by a little bit of exploring in a moment. I thought I'm missing a landing strut. Oops. Okay. I have to sort that out in a minute. Or 3. Or later. I think I must have hit the deck hard or something and obviously broke it off. There we go. Drop down there, turn the propellers off. I mean, technically speaking, I could keep it all on. Alright, you're not going to be one of those rollerball ones, are you? That runs away. Nothing special. Sad. Is that a program? No, it's a broadcaster. Oh, so a nickel and a welder. Okay. Sorry about that. Game catching up, I think. There we go. Just grab all that. You never have too many materials. Okay. Get airborne again. Like I say, I think I saw, if that's the base there, I think I saw it over this way. There was a drop that came in that I went after. 4. There's another unknown signal over there. Oh, that's going to explode in a minute. But yeah, and I just sort of came across this patch that's different to these patches down below. It was more green rather than this sort of greenish brown colour. It was somewhere within this maze of I'm not sure what to call these things. Ravines, I guess, is a good word. Oh yeah, still got to get to that research outpost at some point. Now where was it? I'm sure I saw it somewhere in this mess. It's not down there, it's not down there. No, not there, not there. I think it's just a case of just searching this area until I find it. So I'm pretty sure I saw it somewhere in here. I say it's not exactly difficult to miss once you find it, but like I say, I spotted it and I thought, oh, I need a bookmark it, and then I got distracted by some other bits and pieces that were going on and completely forgot about it. Ooh. Hold on, what's that there? I'm pretty sure it was somewhere within this area here. I Need to find it because definitely need those resources that are legendarily reported to be underneath such areas. Unless I'm in completely the wrong area. Oh, hello. What's that to the right? Right there. I think that's it. There we go. Found it. Come on. Quite high up. Don't want to go down too fast though, because as the missing landing gear suggests, I've hit the ground too many times hard. So we've got all this green here. Now, I was told that normally there's an ice patch around here, but so we'll have a look for fruits and vegetables and things while here. Before I plow into things, destroy things. Now, fruits and vegetables, I might have to go up high. Sorry, vegetables, I mean. Okay, it looks like there's nothing of worth in the trees themselves. Okay. Ore detector, 250 range, use antenna. I definitely have an antenna, so that's good as well. So I think what I need to do is I need to skim across. Well, if there is an ore deposit, it must be deeper than 250. Because I am finding nothing in here. I may have to somehow get my my land shark over here. So it says do a nuke from current position. Do it in a bluish colour. We'll call it Oasis 1. I think we can head back to base from here. Unknown distress signal. Just disappeared. Oh, there it is again. Must be on a periodic, like timer. Hopefully it don't shoot. What the living heck is that? It's like best part of a spaceship. Ooh, I'm curious. Okay. Gonna save here because obviously we have got like zero idea what's in this thing. It's an interesting shape. I like it. What's that? Window left wall. Oh, can't exactly get in there because that's like buried. There's a broadcast controller there. Got a dead engineer over here. Pirate. What's he got? I told you having a former pirate on the crew was a terrible idea. You need to tell them we are not pirate affiliated. Alright, access denied into that cargo hold at the moment. What we got here? Toilet. Some sort of rusted bed area. Can we get access in there in a moment? Some welders, just pick them up. Half of this is buried under the sand, so... Large cargo container there. Wow, this must have been something in its heyday. Alright. It's got windows in here. What the hell was going on with these engines that they needed windows? Alright. So let's see if we can get in sideways. Right, nothing there anyway, so that can be ground down. Unclean blocks would despawn in 2 hours. Right, in that case then, let's try and get some access. Claim NPC grid. Alright, so transfer to me. So now nothing will disappear. We're back here. Okay, so we've also found a wreck. So we'll drop a waypoint here. Move from current position. I'm going to put that in orange. So wreck, pirate ship. Because I mean, after all, we found that note saying pirate ship, so you know it just seemed to be makes sense. I think we are going to have to start bringing our kit this way. Now that's the DVMU station. So we're at 15 kilometers that way. Well, it was a bit of a bust when it came to finding ice, but in terms of finding it immediately, I really was hoping that I could find it. So I'm starting to now think we might have to go spaceborne, find asteroids and things like that with ice, and start bringing it here to be able to do things like that. Hold on. Ice 10 kilometers away. Or is that just one of those potholes that I've made when we were using the old meteor system? Yeah, I think it's one of those potholes. Because look, there's our base. There's the ice, 10 kilometers. Yeah, well, 8 kilometers away again. So I think they're synonymous with each other. Because I think my beacon's set to something like a 10 kilometer range anyway. Quickly hover over that ice over there. Just make sure I am correct in my assumption, which I believe I am. It's usually the way. Impact site over there. I mean, I'm slowly but surely getting a lot of these impact sites off camera using our drill rig. Just haven't got them all yet. Yeah, that looks like a pothole. Yep. Okay. So, my opinion is this: that based on what we've done and what we've got, let's turn off the programmable block which contains the ISI script, transfer over into the Landshark an amount of materials, and then head towards that oasis and build a bridge as we go, or bridges as we go, sorry. We can't find a direct route around. Oops. I mean, I know it's not perfect, the way that we dock, but that was close. Okay. So, yeah, in here we'll go programmable. Put that in slot 6, and we'll do that as an on-off, so that we can then go vehicle close. I've already got a load of materials in there. Where's the cargo bay? There it is. Components. Transfer. Most of our building block stuff. Yeah, we grab the batteries, grab the motors. Just trying to think of all the things that I potentially might need. Yeah, realistically speaking. Yeah, screw it, let's take a bit of everything. Yeah, I think that's a realistic take on what we may need. Oh, hold on. What am I doing? What am I doing? If I go K, remote access, stone camp, I can then turn that back on. It can make a load of more stuff. Okay. Okay. So the bridge is that way. But the oasis is that away. And the wreck is that away. I think the first big port call for us is going to be to get to that oasis and make sure we find ice. Now, if I remember rightly, with the ore detection mod that I'm using, I've got quite a distance. Yeah, there you go, 1.25 kilometers. So I should be able to locate the ice. Question is what's a good path? Yeah, knock that tree out of the way. We follow the grass. Grass usually means it gives a good slope. Usually. Landshark's doing pretty okay for itself, actually. I mean, you know, okay, this route we may have a problem because that leads into the ravines. Let's try reversing, going up that way. Come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. No, we're sliding down. Okay. Can we get more power to the... Put the strength up, we'll put the power up. Let's try again. Okay, let's get back down. Actually, I think that's salvageable plant life there. Come on. Come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. No, yeah, no. Possibly. Maybe. No. Possibly too heavy. Well, what I will do, I will go for a little bit of an excursion up the hill here. Right, what we got there? We got some veggies. Okay, so we're going to have to find another route up here. Or just simply go around. I mean, for a crawler, this, you know, the land shark is doing really well. Compared to a lot of my other vehicles, that is. You know, in terms of crawlers. I've always had a problem. More greens. Jeez me. Now that I'm stopped looking for them, I'm finding them. I mean, sorry if I'm having to stop and gather them all, but, you know, at the same time. Oh, God, and there's another one. To our 10 o'clock. This is actually quite hysterical, guys. I've been searching so long, even the surrounding area, for fruits and vegetables, and the one time I'm trying to do something else is the time I find them. It's like really, you know, I weren't looking for these. This isn't the plan. Oh dear. Oh well. Well, if we're finding this stuff, I mean, it's still good stuff. I mean, you know, we'll need it later on when we start growing. This stuff just keeps on spawning in. I mean, look at that. Another one to our, was that our 9? It's like, no, I'm not going to spawn them in when you're in the air. You know, I'm not going to show you this stuff. But you know, as soon as you get into a crawler, yeah, that's when they're all going to appear. You know, it's like, what's going on? Still, it's all good. It's all good. Christ, there's a load of ice up this way in these craters. Some gold, uranium, cobalt, some more ice. Jesus. Like I said, I keep spotting this stuff now. It's crazy. What was it? Over this hill? There it is. Any more? No. Okay. Up we go. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, man. Okay. Right, onward. O for onward. And he says, spotting, yes, bloody another one. I mean, this is crazy, but good at the same time. I mean, you know, go for one project, and I'm sort of working towards another project. You know, it's like veggies. Oh, missed. Be nice if I can actually keep this stuff growing, but you know, without ice, it's a bit difficult. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow that path up there to where that grass ends, and then I think I'm going to take a left. You know, up towards where that green tree is. You know, sort of try and get back on track a little. He says, spotting another, what's that, fruit bush, I think. Judging from the shape of it. Okay, maybe this is a good thing that I had to stop here anyway, because it looks like we're heading back towards a ravine, and I spotted yet another one up ahead as well. I'm just going to take a speed. Where was it? Use my jetpack. Grab that. Why is my antenna not working? Or at least not broadcasting anyway. Come back to antenna. Enable broadcasting. Because I could have passed some materials and not even realised I passed them. Yeah, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it looks like I may have to make bridges and things like that. Oh, some veggies to the right there. Once we hit deck. Jeez me. Now where did I see them? There. Nothing else that I can see that's green. I mean, this is actually pretty good. I mean, look at that. 2 veggies, 7 fruit. We're going to be able to make a buffet when, if we can actually get these things to grow. Hey. I must have hit the key to grab and then pressing it again. Well, then let's go. And I think that's what I did. This rate, I think we might be able to get to the wreck first before we actually get to the oasis area. More plant life to the left. I mean, I know it's sparse on here, ish, here on Pertam. But I am now curious how more frequent plant life and things like that would be on, say, like, I don't know, the Earth-like planet. Can't say I've ever been to the alien planet. Although I hear that's spider infested, so, you know. And, giant spiders, I don't know why it gives me the creepy crawlies, but, you know, the creep, sorry, you know. Oh, saying that, though, when it comes to creatures that give me the creeps, I figured out a while ago that the creatures that give me the creeps the most happens to be, well, what is currently the smallest creatures on the face of the earth, you know, things like millipedes. Especially when you get them in the sort of size that they are in, say, like Ark Survival Evolved, where they're big enough for a human being to actually be able to clamber on the back and ride them. Yeah, you can actually ride them like a horse. I don't know. I really don't know if such creatures actually existed, or whether it was just the work of somebody's depraved mind that is actually the case. But yeah, I'll tell you what, I saw them, and oh my lord, I felt my skin crawl, and that is not a joke. It just made me feel really, really weird. Now, somebody I was gaming with on Ark Survival Evolved, yeah, they seem to love them. Yeah, for them it was, yeah, they just thought they were wonderful creatures. Personally, I would say good for them. If they like that sort of thing, good for them. But for me, nah, man. Definitely not. Alright, well, we're now picking up a lot of materials, you know, various kinds that at the moment we don't really need. Now, do I go towards the wreck and salvage that, or do I go towards the oasis and try for... Yeah, we'll go for the oasis. That was the plan. That was the plan, Stan. Finding that pirate ship, that's another project for another day. And I'm actually had an idea just now for a future project. Again, using the components from that consolidation. I can't pronounce it. was it Consolidation Corporation? One of the packs, the mods that I've got, ones that I use the propellers from, and basically, yeah, they've got like a load of like hybrid engines, sort of like can work in the atmosphere, work in space at the same time. So great stuff. So I'm thinking building. Have you ever seen the movie Dune, or read the books? In the books they speak about these harvesters that they simply call crawlers. I think they had another name. It's been a while since I've actually read the book, actually. So, but they were amazing bits of kit that would randomize their engine sounds and the vibrations they made when moving and things like that to, for as long as possible, steer away from any of these giant worms that live in the underground in the great deserts. Now, in the air were these flyers. They were called ornithopters. Now, if you've played Dune Awakening recently, I mean, yeah, you guys know what I'm on about when I talk about ornithopters. I'm not sure about any of the other vehicles because I've not actually played the game myself. But yeah, they're like flyers that look like dragonflies. You know, they've got wings that beat down and, you know, up and down like really quickly to be able to fly. Quite an interesting take on the concept. Anyway, they would spot for like storms that indicate these great worms locations. I don't exactly understand how that works. Maybe some sort of friction, things like that. I don't know. Oh, here's the oasis. But yeah, in the end though, it was brilliant because of the fact that, hey, there's the ice. There's the ice, guys. We found it. We've actually found the ice. 50 meters below. Right. Okay. That's just that. Okay. Right. Okay. I think what we're going to do is this. At the moment, this is our mobile base of operations. So if anything happens, we can just duck in there. Now, where is this ice? Ice is there. We need to figure out how we're going to get to it. So that's going away from it. I think I'm pretty much standing on top of it. So what I want to do is, I'm going to say, about there is where I want. I beg your pardon? Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? Haha! Got it before you could. That's a battery, so that should actually build it. Okay. So, we're now going to be building our ice base. I really wish I hadn't put the battery there now. How am I going to do this? Because I really do need... so if we're going to say... we're going to say that is the center. How big should I do this? 5 out each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's going to be where our drills are. Once we've put everything in place. We're going to need some sort of arm up and then out and then down. If we say head this way, if we leave a space of 1, and then we can put the batteries in here, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 batteries in there. Right, that's better. Then we can build our base around this. I say a base per se. It's going to be more of a control area. Then we can just, like I say, have like this arm and drill straight down. Really wish I had the helo. Okay, let's see. If I just make this a 5x5 block for now. Right, so that's established that. I think if I used to have... yeah, if we use the industrialized cockpit, then what we can then do is off the top we can then add stuff in, but we've also got something to be able to then honestly, I still prefer those. Have one of those there. I'm sort of spitballing this as I'm going along. I've really got no actual plan on what I'm doing here. So I'm going to do that like that. So if I build a wall, then we've got a connector there, and then we can then just hook up the whatever vehicle, fill up, and bugger off. I'm also thinking if we were to have an oxygen farm right there. And there. That'd be too short. Damn. Because that'd be fine if that was an O2H2 converter. Oh, I know. Utilize that. Now I can go. Where the hell's the O2 tank? Slap in an O2 tank like that. We can have something like that, and then that. We've got this wrong. Need to be in here. Right. Bingo. Okay. So we've got that in there like that, I'd say. So that's now got a feed in there. And it's gone night, so that doesn't really help. Right. Now to figure out how high we need this. Now, a drill head is usually 3 high. So 1, 2, 3. And then we've got 1, 2. Yeah, 3 pistons should be enough. So if I then go back to there. And then go should have made sure I've got enough fuel for this as well. Just realised I didn't check my hydrogen tanks on the way out. Okay. So that's created our base level appearance. Okay. Oh, I forgot to take into account the Actually, no, I think I did take into account the I'm not even sure why I'm doing this. Just do this. Back. Yes, I know. Right, there we go. So that's got all of that. So Neil, going to use the square pistons. I prefer the square pistons. Don't ask me why, I just do. So we'll get 3 of those in there. Advanced rotor. Not that it really matters, but I'm going to set 0 facing towards the base. And I think I've run out of room. Drills. Where's the drills? Drills are in there. No, I don't want that. I want the drill type 1. Yeah. Bollocks. Okay. Sort this out from first principle. That's about 18 meters down. Each of these will push the drills down 20 meters. So I'm gonna have to risk that. Let's get the rotor in. Advanced rotor. Can't see the numbers. In there. Right, then we've got the central one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 there. Balance it out the other end. In fact, if anything, I think that's probably better because of the fact that we've got this gradient slope here anyway. So, yeah, I think I've made the right choice there in terms of height. Let's go and plug this stuff that I've got in my inventory into our hold. Where is our ladder? There it is. This was a good idea. I'm really glad that I was blessed with this concept. There we go. Oops, didn't put that away. Okay, so we've got all of this now building. I think I'm going to... Yeah, let's turn the land shark around while it's building. Try and keep it within range. Hey, why has the ice suddenly moved over there? It's like it's in multiple locations or something. Unless it's a humongous vein of ice underneath the surface. Oh. I wonder if it's going to be like... we get down to like a certain level and we can then like do what we're doing with the stone base. Maybe we can don't want to get too carried away. Maybe we can expand it out and, you know, horizontally once we get to a certain depth. Okay, what's going on with this? I think I've made a mistake with the tail here somewhere. I have. Yeah, this was actually a thing I was trying to figure out the other day, and I made a mistake on. This is in the way. This is in the wrong place. This floodlight. There we go. That lowers that down like that. And if I go to spotlights, and then I can probably put in the pair of floodlights in the back here like that. To look even cooler. Question is, can I connect on? Or do I need to raise that up by a level? 6. There we go. I'm able to lock on. It's a little weird, but I can lock on. So yeah, I think despite everything, yeah, that's going to have to go up by a level. Okay, that's a bit of a pain in the keister, but it is doable. Because rather than having the nice sexy corner that we had, we're going to have to do something like this. But I'm going to need materials. Wrong end of the truck. Alright, get yourself organised. Come on. Alright. So grab 100 of those. Drop. Okay. Let's make sure we get that the right way around. Yeah, that goes like that. And then we need a connector, which is one of those. We need to get that like that. And that should work beautifully. To use the quote from Bruce Almighty. Yeah, it was Bruce Almighty. Okay, why is that not building? Okay, I need a way of putting the mats back from inside. How do I do that? Through here? Maybe? Possibly? Or that could be. I'm way too close. Still, moving those spotlights was the right idea. I really needed to do that because that was in the way, just in case I needed to get it down to that point that it was at. Okay, I'm a little further out, but why isn't that building? I mean, what's going on here? Construction components and more construction components. Okay. What, am I out of construction components? Seriously, I am? Whoa, hardcore. Bollocks. Crumbs. Okay, well I need, what, 40 for that and another 30 for that, so that's another 70. Okay. For the sake of argument and the sake of time, because I am not going all the way back there and again, I'm just going to bring in what I need. So, spawn object. There we go. Oh, shoot. Should have taken that off first. Okay, let's try this again. Bit too high. Go the other way. Bit lower. There we go. Now we can hook up. Sounds more like a dating game. Okay. Well, as much as actually I do want that at the moment, we're going to disconnect that. We'll go in here. Because we need to just do a naming convention. So let's just grab everything and we'll go ice rig as a prefix. Hold on, I've got 3 drills which are not complete. And why are you not complete per se? Pray tell, I mean. So 40, 60, 100 more. Oh God, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it? I mean, I know. Normally, I would go back. I would get the resources and come all the way back. But you know how much of an ache that is at the moment. Okay. There was nothing there for me to drop onto. Okay. So, let's get started in sorting this out. Okay. So, drills wise, we'll grab all of those and we will okay, so I'm going to grab that, Control C, and then go drills. We'll do the same with the batteries. Ah, that's a point. I need to put on a something to collect energy. Right, so that's square piston 1, that's square piston 2. I think that's everything set up there. Okay, groups wise. Batteries, recharge on and off. Rotor lock on. Increase velocity. Decrease velocity. And it drills on and off. Actually, that's a good point. Pistons wise, I want to set that to to minus 001. Increase the have everything share the inertia tensors. Right, we're already starting to drill. Okay, so while that's doing, let's try and figure out a way of being able to add in some wind turbines or something. Here we go. Whew. Where did these things come from? Obviously they didn't like the fact that I was actually drilling in the neighbourhood. I hate it when these things appear at night. Construction components again. So we're sort of doomed if we do, doomed if we don't. Alright, what does this thing have? Tons of construction components. Okay. I think for now, I'm going to have to take from Peter to feed Paul. It's probably not going to be enough to do this job. Put that on there, put that on there. Okay. Right, drop all that in there. Right, there we go. So we've got a wind turbine. It's probably... No, I guarantee it's not going to be enough for what we need to do. I mean, it's currently outputting 290 kilowatts, and if we go batteries, oh, okay, it's saying it'll be fully recharged in 3 days. Probably because we're not pushing it too hard. Right, we've only got a little bit of stone at the moment coming in, so At least we're set up. We've got this in place. We've got we're almost at the ice. So let's see if we can head back to base and get that up in place as well. Oh, that was actually a really useful expedition. Let's go after that. Actually, let's go after that unknown signal. It's 2.5 kilometers away. We might be able to get some like components out of it. We can then like come back and maybe add that oxygen farm back in for later, or just leave that one oxygen tank in there. There it is, pulsing up on the hill there. I see the lights. Stop there, we'll go on foot the rest of the way. Well, say on foot. Whoa! Must have hit something and bounced. Okay. Meal pack unknown. Where's the button? Oh, on top. Typical. I never find anything good. I know, it's luck of the draw. I mean, it's like an algorithm, isn't it? So, just honestly, with a lot of these games, I've often found I'm the one who's never finding all the good stuff. Right, it's only got 30. How much have we got in the land shark? While we're at it, because I mean, after all, we needed, what was it, 40 for the we got 73 there. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we can head back and we can add in that oxygen tank again, or we could add in like another wind turbine or something like that. Sometimes going after these unknown signals can yield just enough resources for what you need to finish off projects. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the outcome of that. I think actually probably the wind turbine would be better for now, because if I'm going to be mostly away from the ice base and rarely going into the little command center, it'll give it time to fill up that oxygen tank anyway, so yeah, it's not a problem at all. I can live on kelp for a while. There we go. And we're back. Alright. We are going to need to pick up some resources. I think if I pick up what? 5 steel plate. I wanted 5 of the interior, not the whole bloody stack. Alright, there we go. Sometimes I'm too quick for it. It can be a pain, really. Okay, let's just go that there, that there, and that is that job done. Right, where's that oxygen farm? Where are you? Okay. So, oh, I forgot to turn the build and repair systems back on, didn't I? Oops. Oh, great! It did the wind turbine first, which is exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah. How are we doing in terms of our stores? I've got no easy getting access to that at the moment, do I? Oops. Oh well, just go in here and we can go... Actually, even better. Let's just go cargo. We're slowly building up. I mean, we're starting to see a dent in the floor, so that's good. So I'm going to leave it here, guys. I'm going to keep an eye on this for a while, see what happens. We got ourselves an oasis. We've found one. We've got a rig going to drill down to some ice. I'd say happy days. Yeah, and hopefully by next episode I'll be deep enough to actually have got some ice, transport it home, and be able to get the greenhouse working properly. Alright guys, thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you next time on Casualist Gaming.